Malcontent News is a team of journalists, activists, and researchers with three key missions. A commitment to show an unfiltered view of the before, during, and after of key events, live, as it happens. To defend the First Amendment using our rights of a free press. And to amplify the voices of underrepresented individuals including Black, Indigenous, persons of color, and the LGBTQIA+ community. Our team is committed to seeking equality for all and holding those in power accountable. The easiest way to support Malcontent News is to bookmark our website at malcontentnews.com, like and follow us on Facebook, subscribe to us on YouTube, and follow us on Twitter, TikTok, Twitch, Instagram, and in the Google News app. To provide financial support, you can become a patron, make a one-time donation through Venmo, or link your Twitch account to your Amazon Prime account and use your free subscription to subscribe to Malcontent News. Thank you for supporting independent journalism and for being a malcontent.
Good evening, Malcontents. I am the Malcontent. Welcome to the brand new Studio 3. It's actually just a short little up late at night stream, testing everything out, making sure stuff works, doing it late at night so that there isn't something embarrassing that happens, but check it out. We keep growing up. Had all this equipment, everything, there's nothing that's been new added to the club here. I have not had a lot of coffee today. I do notice that on the loop, there's a little black screen that pops on the loop every now and then. So we're gonna have to figure that one out. That's what I mean. We're kind of working the kinks out there. Juliana, how are you? I am not drunk at all. And this is going to be a very, very short stream. Again, this is just up late at night. As you can see, we've done work on Studio 3, and we are just testing some stuff out and seeing if everything works. And it's weird, the camera is set much further back, have kind of this more wide angle news desk looking thing, and I'm gonna have to really get used to kind of just staring into space. The camera is like a good 8 feet away from me now. It's up late at night. I feel like I need to put this over here like on a riser, and that way I'm just not kind of, seriously looking down when I go to look over and see your comments. So I have to work on that a little bit. Anyway, yeah, see, you've got this black. I'm going to have to figure that out. It shouldn't be doing the black thing in the background. So, thank you, Brian. Yeah, we got spot for Yoda over here. So that's an improvement. We got our cool little news-looking screen behind me. Dr. Mrs. Malcontent got me the on-air light. I have to get used to everything here. We've had the on-the-air light. She got that for me a while back. But yeah, we have that now. And yeah, is it just a short little stream? We're just kind of testing some stuff out. I'm not going to be up too long. There you go. Rebecca's putting together a dog kennel. Thank you, Juliana. I'm happy with how things have turned out here also. I kind of like the lighting. I think it's a little warm. I think we gotta get maybe a little reflector here, a little uplight here, so I don't have all this dark under my chin. Thank you, Katie. I know we keep growing up one step at a time, right? Need to get that fancy microphone on the Needs a frame picked of Donald. Could put the American flag running behind me. Nothing says conservative broadcasting. American flag. I'm going to tell you what really grinds my gears. Let's look on some rage farming. I love the brow. The brows look great. I haven't done anything to the brows. Brows are just shaggy. America. I don't know. Do I still have that joke, the April Fool's video teed up here? I don't know. I do not have the April Fool's video still teed up here. That's why you're looking at the top of my head. Oh no, it's not going to be long. And seriously, it isn't. I don't know if people remember the April Fool's video. I don't know if it'll let me adjust something on the fly. Yeah, it won't. That's what I figured. Here, we'll go back to me.
You don't know San Francisco, but it was the breeding.
Yeah, it won't let me adjust something on the fly. That's what I thought. I am so jealous about Palm Springs. I adore Palm Springs. What's a bit shiny? That's a bit shiny. What's shiny? What, top of my head? There's no... I didn't put any powder. Like, seriously, I've been working on this in here for hours. But I am going to have to figure out this why the screen's going black for one frame. Every now and then, it doesn't look like it's doing it behind me every single time on the loop. Oh, we're not actually doing a show. This is a new studio setup, if you can't tell. Different camera angles. This screen we've had. This is Baden Hill Group equipment. Actually, the camera equipment's Baden Hill equipment, and the Stream Decks were Baden Hill equipment. But thanks to a generous Malcontent, we have our own Stream Deck. See, that just did the black thing, and I have to, in the background, I'm gonna have to figure that out. So yeah, we're just doing a little bit of a test here, but it looks like the audio's good. We have a second monitor, and I'm kind of feeling like I need to find a place that I can put it where it's more line of sight so I can see your comments here in front of me. That's one of my takeaways. We have a second monitor I can put up that'd be here. Maybe if I split screen it with like what the feed looks like and your comments on the other side. That's good to know the audio's good. That's Baden Hill. It's Baden Hill equipment. But yeah, I'm liking the setup. I'm liking. I'm just kind of looking, and it's like, I'll work on the lighting a little bit. I don't know if I need a little fill light from this, from over on that side, maybe. Got a little too much here. So, but yeah, we got Yoda. We got flu. We got our coronavirus. We got flu. Got her on the air. Even got a little spot now where we can put a little picture-in-a-picture situation if we needed to right here. Anyway, I think that's it. We're just kind of testing things out. I would say it's passed the test for the most part. I know what I have to work on, which is, the looping video here. I got to figure out why we got this little stutter. I think it's coming up. It's not coming up. I don't know. Like, that's where it was. Maybe it's doing it every comment now. I love you all, too. I hope everybody's being good to each other. See, it's tough. It's tough. Because I'm just, like, staring off into space. And so it's really weird. I have, like, no conceptualization of what's going on now. Because I'm just staring into a camera. Good evening. This is the news for tonight. It would be wonderful to have a teleprompter while I stared in the camera if we actually still had time to write scripts, which we haven't had lately. But there you go. Let me tell you, Aaron, just do this. Sheriff Omicron here. I'm going to tell you why liberals make me so damn mad. I was watching Tucker Carlson, he talking about liberals and how awful liberals are, and I just agree with everything he said because I don't have any critical thinking brain cells in my head. You know what I had to do before? I literally had a little sign mounted over the barrel of the lens that said, "Look at me." I could throw the flu virus on top of there. I'm not kidding. I'm literally putting the flu virus on the top of the lens barrel. Now I'm staring flu in the face. Good evening. My name's Jeff Davis, and here's the news. Flu is staring me in the face. Film at 11. Hello, flu. How are you doing this year? How many people have you yeeted? The gazpacho. The flu is definitely 6 feet away. Probably closer to 8. The gazpacho thing, I think she knew what she was doing. I think that was very intentional. I think it's gaslighting. I think it was a dog whistle. I know, for one, I am very concerned also about the liberal Luftwaffles. I hear there are flying waffles to go with the cold tomato soup. And then there are these flowers, the pansy divisions. Very, very concerned about the pansy divisions. They're in very, very strong metal pots. Yeah, there's been a little bit of media coverage on the concrete workers on strike, but not a lot. Concrete workers have been on strike for over 3 months now. It's slowing down a number of construction projects. It's having a direct impact on the repairs, the rebuilding of the West Seattle Bridge. This whole, we're going to order you back to work. It's like, y'all don't seem to be understanding that unemployment is at 4% nationally, and 510,000 more people added to the workforce last month, 500,000 in December. There's no one left. There's no one left to work, and the workers are figuring this out. And I've been saying for a while now that the U.S. rank and file, the dying and shrinking middle class, will never have the power that they have right now. They will never have the level of power that they have for decades, if ever, than what they have right now. A general strike would just have them begging for mercy within a couple of weeks. It's just never-ending stupidity. That is the truth. It is totally never-ending stupidity. All right, I really do want to keep this short because I'm kind of tired. I know I've got to get a little uplight. I don't know, as I said, I'll put a light over here. Do I get a little uplight kind of off to the side here? One of the challenges I've got in the lighting, if I can't put a light straight on, because it reflects right off the screen behind me. So then you see the halo of the light there. So the light that's hitting me is up high. There's a fill light over on this side. But my key light is up very, very high and angled downward. I'm probably not angled downward enough. And the problem is, the more I angle it down, the more shadow I get under here. So, yeah, exactly, and that's what's going on with the concrete strike. It's stopped everything. So, it has a Cheers look on the brick wall. I like the brick wall. That's like the in thing now, right? You see like all the of course they got the American flag behind them. But, the brick wall's very in right now. We were ahead of the game with the brick wall last year. I like the distressed brick. I love the on-air light that Dr. and Mrs. Malcontent got me. I got to say, I absolutely love that. I feel like it needs to come down about 6 inches in this setup. So, invite Norm. The other nice thing, actually, I think with this setup is the reason I'm looking is, you could yank the camera back even a little bit more. And you could if you pulled the camera back even more, you'd probably get 2 people sitting side by side. The other thing that you don't know is there's another studio motif that's right over there. And this setup, the way the lighting and everything is set up, is actually enables to flip over to that motif very, very quickly and very, very easily, which is really cool, which is something that I've wanted to do. And likewise, the other motif is over there. So, think of this as you're seeing part of one wall in this room, and then there's another kind of side of the studio there, another side of the studio there, and you can turn the lighting and equipment and away you go. Yeah, the on-air light came from Dr. and Mrs. Malcontent was the present. No, I am not watching the Olympics. I have like no F's to give for the Olympics this year. And I like the Winter Olympics, and like this year, I just have no F's to give. The Olympic Committee is like super corrupt. Every city that the Olympics shows up to, not every city, most cities that the Olympics show up to, it causes economic ruin in that city. There's a ton of wasted resources that are built that then are never used. We've seen this in so many cities. 2 cities that come to mind. There's really only 2 cities that come to mind for Winter Olympics that spent money, built a ton of infrastructure, and continue to use a lot of that infrastructure and get value out of it. Salt Lake City and Vancouver, BC. I think actually Vancouver, BC did a really good job of using almost everything, but not 100%. There's some dedicated pieces for the Olympics. It's really hard to reuse them. Salt Lake City, same thing. They got to reuse a lot, but they weren't able to reuse everything. So it's new studio, if you can't tell. It's same studio, but more advanced, right? We're trying to grow up a little bit more. So a little more fancy pants in the studio setup. I think you have to work with the lighting a little bit more. I like the backlighting. Meaning like behind. I like the amount of light that's on the brick wall and the color and all of that. I like all that, but I think it needs a little more. I think my lighting needs a little more massaging. So I might have to pull out. I'm not using incandescents, and as I said, the other thing I got to figure out is why on the loop here we're getting a couple of frames of black, because we shouldn't be getting that on the loop. I got to figure out. I have a feeling I know what the problem is. I probably have to re-encode the video. I have a feeling there's 1 or 2 frames right at the end that are black frames. I'm still trapped behind the Zion curtain during the SLC. None of us want to grow up. I appreciate all the compliments on the studio. Like I said, the last thing is that got a pretty good camera angle too. When we do the TikTok, we've got the vertical angle, the on-air lights there. You still have kind of this Malcontent News background there. A little bit of Yoda, all in the vertical frame. So it's set up. What are you cooking on I think we're going to go out. I don't know, people. It's probably shocking and horrifying to folks. We're not going to go out day and date on Valentine's Day. Dr. and Mrs. Malcontent's going to be busy putting people back together, probably people with bullet holes. They're just every friggin' day, multiple people now Harborview with bullet holes. And it's not just, and if you follow the news, it's not just Seattle. I mean, it's friggin' the whole region. And it's not just King County. It is the whole region. But like every day, multiple GSWs. Every friggin' day now. That's probably what you're going to be doing on Valentine's Day, is plugging up bullet holes. And so we're going to celebrate it this weekend. We'll probably go to lunch, and we'll probably kind of target something. We might go when the Super Bowl's playing. Go to a place that doesn't have TVs. I suspect it'll be quiet because I think a lot of people will be watching the Super Bowl. Certainly any place that's got a big sports bar or something's going to be like it's not romantic anyway. So anyway, that's what's going on. Yes, it is. I don't feel like the NFL thought that one out really clear. Thought that one out really good. I really don't. Honey, I know it's a Monday, but it's the Super Bowl. It's Super Bowl, honey. and I'm irritated with the end. I'm just irritated with the wall. Just world becoming a curmudgeon. All right. Y'all are trying to keep me on the air. I see what you're doing. See? The blink. I gotta fix the blink. Again, I don't know if it's that. As I said, when we made the video, I have a feeling it's just something is not encoded right in there. We had a hard time finding that the background with the alpha. Had something like in my head. And we looked through. We have access through Bad Hill, and then we license it over to Malcontent. But we have access to a real extended library to tons of these graphics. And I had something really in my brain, and I couldn't find anything. And I thought about kind of like as a ironic, put the American flag up there, in part to kind of like try to take it back, right? I mean, the Fash are just like, they're trying to turn the flag into a fascist symbol, unfortunately. I mean, that's really what it feels like they're doing. And I thought about throwing the flag up there, and it's a way of like trying to take it back, so to speak. So, Maren, I've missed you guys too. It's been busy. I've been busy. I've been busy with work, like the real job. It's real busy. We got some things that were in the personal life, it's just time-consuming stuff. It's not anything bad going on, but there's time-consuming stuff going on in the personal life. And it's just taking up a lot of time, and I'm a little tired around the edges. So, Ursinate, like literally, I'm trying to get off the air, and like all the regulars are popping on, but I am truly trying to get off the air. Sweatshops could have stopped the housing market bubble from stopping in 2008. I don't understand that comment. Sweatshops could have stopped the housing market bubble from stopping into sweatshops could have the housing market bubble from popping. Why sweatshops? Sweatshops? I don't understand. I don't think anything was. I don't think anything would have stopped the 2008 bubble. I shared this a long time ago. I wrote a piece in March of 2008. It's like, recession coming. We're in a recession, and I built a case why we're in a recession. And I was 50% cash, and the first shoe dropped in March, like about a week before I went 50% cash. I went 80% cash. I'm talking like my 401ks I went 80% cash in August of 2008. And I mean, candidly, for me and my personal finances, that I was really well positioned for the crash. And I didn't have a lot because my divorce in 2003, it was like having to basically just start over again by about 2005. Between 6 digits going to a lawyer and just everything else, and having to sell stuff, and then the tax impact of selling stuff, and that was split, and just, oh my goodness. So I didn't have like a big position, but I could see it coming. There's all this like, hey, it's a bubble, the economy's a bubble, it's going to pop. Here's the thing. Until interest rates go up, and I don't mean a 0.5 percentage point, I mean several percentage points. And only if the banks increase interest rates on savings and bonds and money market accounts and and certificates of deposit, there's nowhere to put your money but the stock market and real estate. And that's why it's going up. Because the only other place you could put your money is in a mattress. And with inflation at 7%, right, you can't do that, because you put it in the mattress, it's growing at 0%. So your money's shrinking. So you're going to put your money where you're going to get better than 7.5% growth. What better place in real estate? So until that dynamic changes, there's nowhere else to put your money. Now, interest rates start going up, that changes the game. But I don't see anything that fundamentally is going to break the stock market short of World War III. And who knows? That could happen in any minute, apparently. Every Gen Xer is like freaking out. We could go to war with Russia. We were told that was going away, and the Berlin Wall came down, and winds of change, and the scorpions, and yay, and we can go war. What's the best way to get ready for retirement coming out of college? Put money in your 401k plan, because it's about the only option you've got. Save till it hurts. If all you can do is put $25 a month, $25 a month is better than zero. And build a cash cushion. And as a young guy, I wanted the nice car, and I wanted this, and I wanted that, and the fancy client. And it's all meaningless. Like, boy, I was, term of the day today is balls deep. I was balls deep into capitalism and conspicuous consumption and buying crap, and it doesn't matter. Like, seriously, it doesn't friggin' matter. You don't need a $60,000 Tesla. You just don't. You flat out just don't. The biggest thing that generates wealth on the planet is owning real estate. So if you can save up, you buy some real estate, you're going to buy and hold, that's the best thing you can do. Gen X is really going to get screwed when it comes to Social Security, and millennials will probably get nothing. So I just read something, and I did the math on this, and I was just like, you just have to be kidding me. So average person gets about $20,000. It's a little under. Average person gets about $20,000 a year for Social Security, but about $6,500, round math of that, goes to your Medicare premiums that you have to pay for, and co-pays, and then that's average. So about 1/3 of your Social Security money is actually going to medical care. When a lot of Gen X hits retirement age, Social Security about that same time, the trust fund will go negative. There'll be more money coming out than going in. Social Security is not bankrupt. That's a BS fake talking point. But by the early 30s, more money will be going out than what's coming in. And when that point happens, they may cut benefits by 25, 30%. So if they cut benefits by 25, 30%, and assuming there's no inflation on those medical costs, then about 45% of what you get from Social Security at an already reduced benefits is going to go just to health care. So your Social Security isn't even going to put a roof, isn't even going to pay for rent. It's basically you're just going to give your money back to the government in Medicare premiums. It's just so bullshit. I knew Mal was a fascist landowner this whole time. Fascist landowner. Same here. Rashi, my mother, same here. All right, y'all. This fascist landowners gotta go to bed. In all seriousness, this was just a test. I know there's a couple of things I got to fix here in the background. We'll figure that out. Be good to each other. And Malcontent out.
Malcontent News is a team of journalists, activists, and researchers with 3 key missions. A commitment to show an unfiltered view of the before, during, and after of key events live as it happens. To defend the First Amendment using our rights of a free press. And to amplify the voices of underrepresented individuals including Black, Indigenous, persons of color, and the LGBTQIA+ community. Our team is committed to seeking equality for all and holding those in power accountable. The easiest way to support Malcontent News is to bookmark our website at malcontentnews.com, like and follow us on Facebook, subscribe to us on YouTube, and follow us on Twitter, TikTok, Twitch, Instagram, and in the Google News app. To provide financial support, you can become a patron, make a one-time donation through Venmo, or link your Twitch account to your Amazon Prime account and use your free subscription to subscribe to Malcontent News. Thank you for supporting independent journalism and for being a malcontent.
You fit the profile. You're the malcontent.
Nobody wants to hear the nonsensical ravings of a loudmouth malcontent.
He said malcontent Antifa, fuck you!
You are the biggest hypocrite on the face of the planet.
I say that you're a terrible reporter. That's what I say.